Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sci. Here are Hotel Hell 10 craziest owners on the show. Number 10, Richard, Applegate River Lodge. Just imagine what it would be like for a divorced couple to own a hotel together. That is how it was for Richard and his wife Joanna, who were in debt because of the business. Richard was constantly fighting with his wife while their two sons worked there, but spent more time partaking in fun. Not surprisingly then, Richard and his wife were running a hotel with a party bar that kept guests up at all hours of the night. Somehow they thought this was acceptable. Thankfully, Ramsey helped them realize the mistakes they were making.
But it wasn't all that bad. I turned 21 in jail and...
Number 9, Verandar Brick Hotel. Running a downright filthy hotel, Verandar repeatedly talked down to her staff and was very controlling. She was so crazy, in fact, that she had to even call the cops before when staff understandably asked for their paychecks. After the episode aired, she suggested that the show just played her up for attitude for the cameras.
What did you do?
Therapist for children. I did that for 20 years. That was my practice.
Number 8, Brian. Rather than act like a responsible owner, Brian was more interested in sitting at the bar and drowning drinks with his guests. And he was fine with his staff doing the same. Who cares if there's actual work to be done? Naturally, this led to a ton of problems inside the hotel that were so bad, Ramsey walked out. While nothing seemed to go through Brian, he eventually made improvements, including firing the terrible chef.
They're so fresh.
Right, I better jump.
Number 7, Lisa Kroc, Vienna. Imagine owning a hotel you think provides guests with an experience that mimics the look and feel of visiting Austria, when in actuality it has developed the reputation for being a swingers hangout. This is what happened to Lisa, who seemed completely out of it when it came to how to run a hotel. She had lots of mood swings throughout her episode, even once smacking her server on the back of the head. Yeah, in front of a customer.
I thought about it that way.
Whose business is this?
Number 6, Rena and Vanda, Calumet Inn. These two spoiled and bratty sisters seem to not only dislike running the restaurant their father gifted to them, but also each other. Instead of just trying to figure out how to help their poor parents, who had to take over in an effort to save their hefty investment, Ramsey also had to try and mend fences between the ladies, not to mention try and figure out how to teach these arrogant and lazy girls how to actually do a good job. In the end, both went their own ways and the hotel was left in the management hands of someone else.
Rena's not here.
No. How committed are they to running the business?
Number 5, Callie, Mason D. Masilla. Guests staying at this hotel and eating in the restaurant were forced to listen to Callie sing in the dining area while they had tried to engage in a conversation and enjoy their meals. She thought she was great, but she really wasn't, often causing guests to leave early because they didn't want to have to endure her singing anymore. She also made terrible decisions about how to run a hotel.
Very interesting. So,
anything that goes wrong with the restaurant.
Number 4, Philip, Monticello Hotel. Philip not only had a drinking problem, but he would also show up to work drunk and embarrass himself and the staff in front of the hotel guests. How did this guy manage to become the owner of a hotel? Easy, he fulfilled his dream by marrying the woman who owned it. She, by the way, was in her 60s when he was in his 20s. Sadly, after she passed away, he inherited the hotel and had no idea how to run it. He took up with a new girlfriend, lived off his ex's money, and let the hotel degrade.
Please don't look at me like that, Philip, because you do.
Number 3, John Roosevelt School. This is the hotel owner who actually threatened Ramsey with physical violence. He bought the property without telling his wife and then watched their savings drain as it turned out to be a mistake. Ramsey tried to talk some sense into John, but all he did was laugh as though nothing was wrong. He also did lots of strange things, like let his dogs walk around the hotel, host a murder mystery dinner thinking it brings in money, and embarrass his staff and guests.
Oh, well, that could explain it.
Number 2, Robert, the Juniper Hill Inn. This arrogant man owned a hotel, yet seemed to care more about his collection of antiques than running the place and impressing his friends by letting them stay there for free. But when Ramsey brought in an appraiser, she had to break the news to him that all the precious items he thought were worth a fortune weren't worth much at all. And in fact, many of them were actually fakes.
yeah, somebody? I'm concerned.
Number 1, Karan Townsend. Karan was a super sweet former teacher whose son had bought her the hotel to give her something to do after retirement, but Karan's eccentricities shined through once she took over. She treated the hotel like her home, setting up weird items for sale, keeping her creepy doll collection there, and hoarding clothing and other personal items everywhere. She was almost like a caricature who was in complete denial. Ramsey finally convinced her to move out of the hotel and even got her a makeover, but it took 2 episodes to get through all the insane things that were going on at the hotel thanks to Karan. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.